Welcome back to another video. Mufaro here with HHA Business Pro, and in this video I'm going to walk you through the home care business license requirements for the state of Georgia. All right, let's dive into it. So the first thing you want to do is to go to the Georgia Department of Community Health, and I've included the link to the website in the description below, and that's what you're seeing right now. So once you open this link, it'll redirect you to this page, okay? And what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're on the licensing fees section or tab, and you'll see, if you're not, you can just simply click on it right here. If you do a simple Google search and you come to this page, click on licensing fees. Once you're on this tab, first thing you'll see is a link that will give you a rough idea of all the fees for whatever type of agency you're looking to open in the state of Georgia. So let's click on that now. And then what you'll notice is it's going to be in a PDF form. So when you click on it, it's going to open up into a new tab. And there are going to be 3 pages. Okay. And in the first page, you'll look halfway down the page. I would say about 2/3 down. You'll see what says Home Health Agencies with asterisks HHA in parentheses. And you'll see that the fee is $1,000 and this is due annually. You can ignore all the information on the second page, and for the most part, all the information on the first page, with the exception of knowing what the fee is, right? And on the third page is going to give you instructions on how to submit an annual license and to get a renewal, essentially. Or if you need to get a renewal, this is where you get the information. So let's read this out together. So the rules and regulations for general licensing and enforcement requirements, Chapter 11825, require license providers to pay a licensure activity fee annually. The department no longer mails annual licensing fees invoices. So they used to mail out an invoice, I guess, to your home or to your email before, but they don't do that anymore. The annual fees are due October 31st and are collected through December 31st of each single year. So which means that the annual fees for 2023 start from October 31st, 2023, all the way to December 31st, 2023. So that's the window in which you would need to submit your application. So you need to be cognizant of that. If you're getting a renewal for the state of Georgia, you need to submit that renewal within that time period as well, October 31st to December 31st of every single year. So in 2023, that's what you're going to be doing. Now, if you're doing a renewal, right, and you miss that deadline of submitting your application, it means that you'll get a late fee of $100 added on automatically to your balance on the first of every month. Okay, so remember, the application period ends on December 31st of 2023, which means that if you don't renew by the first, you get a fee of $150. That's a penalty. And I'll make sure to add this link in the description below as well. I'll call it maybe new licensure fee information. Okay. A new and simplified way to view and understand the annual fees. Okay, let's read that a little more in depth. Okay. The fees are paid between, we said, calendar year, October and December. And this is regardless of when your initial licensing fee was paid, by the way, and the payment is good for the entire year. For example, if you made your payment in June and you are licensed in August, then the initial fee is good for the entire year. So you're good. How do you pay these fees? You must pay your annual licensing fees in their web portal. So this is a little confusing, okay? They have a web portal that allows for you to make a payment. And this link is permanently located on the Healthcare Facility Regulation homepage. And here's the link. So I'll make sure to add this link as well in the description. And the type of payments they accept are going to be Visa, MasterCard, Discovery, Amex, ACH payments also accepted. The licensure activity fee is collected by the Department are non-refundable. So once you submit your fee of $1,000, that is non-refundable, okay? And if you have any questions about any fees or any payments, there's an email you can reach out to as well. Okay, so that covers that. Next, you're required to have what is called a Certified Nursing Assistant number, or CNA number. So anybody that is already a registered qualified CNA will most likely have a CNA number for the state of Georgia that is issued by the state. So alternatively, if you're an owner and operator and you don't have the CNA number, then what I would encourage you to do is to go on job boards like Indeed, or if you have a friend who's already a CNA, you'll hire them on as a part-timer just for your licensing process. So you could take them on and tell them, hey, I'll pay you a couple of $100 to help me with my application and submit your CNA number as part of my application, if that makes sense. The other alternative is you as the owner and operator is to actually submit an application in order for you to get certified. And that certification process, you can pay for it by check or money order. And in order for you to do that, you would click on this link that says Certified Medical Aid Application Payment Invoice. Okay, once you click on it, it's a PDF form that you download. Let's open that. Let's go through that together. The Department of Community Health Healthcare Facility Regulation application for Certified Medical Aid Payment Invoice. This is the CNA number that I was talking about. And here it says, I must be a certified nurse aide, CNA, in good standing with the state of Georgia CNA registry. And you must take and successfully complete an approved CMA training program. Again, if you already have somebody that's certified already, then you don't need to take these steps. But if you don't, then go through the process. And you must pass the skills competency checklist. And you also must pass an online written competency test. And in order for you to go through that approval process, you'll click on this link that takes you to this page here that you can read on how to get your certification on to become a CNA or get a CNA number. Now let's go back again. Let's see what it says here. You must understand that there's a $25 fee payable in order for you to get this certification for your CNA number. And that $25 fee is non-refundable. And in order for you to make that payment, you have to complete and print this payment invoice for each CMA applicant. So essentially, I will link this PDF for you to download it. I'll link it in the video as well, so you can be able to follow the instructions. But essentially what it says is this: complete and print the payment invoice. This is make sure that you're able to pay. Make sure your CNA number is correct and you have included your month and day of birth. Make your check or money order payable to the healthcare facility. It tells you who you're supposed to write out the check to, the money order to, and where it's supposed to be mailed. In this case, this goes to Dallas for some reason. I don't know why, but hey, it is what it is. And this is another pretty important part here. You must provide all the information listed below to ensure that your payment is properly certified to your CMA application. If you do not know your CNA number, you can find it on this website. So essentially, you can find your CNA number on this website. I don't know why it's not active. What I'm suspecting is the state of Georgia has an open enrollment October to December, right? Which means that this site is probably not going to be active until October. So that's why it's probably down right now. Come October to December, you should be good. Okay, let's go back. Next is the licensing fees, another PDF that tells you how to get your payment invoice. So you want to click on that link and it opens up yet another PDF. And again, I will add all these 3 PDFs in the link below. Now, last but not least, what I encourage you to do is have a piece of paper and a pen handy as you're going through all the instructions that I walk you through. Essentially, what the state of Georgia is going to require you to have is your policy and procedure manual. So what they will do is once you start submitting the application, they'll give you a list of additional requirements like a checklist, okay? That tells you, hey, we want to see this, we want to see this, we want to see this, beyond what I've already shown you. And chances are, whatever they will ask you, we already have. What does this mean? It means things like employee handbooks. All right, so let me walk you through what we've done to make it easier for you, because what happens is when you have to put together a policy and procedure manual, it's a very tedious process and it's time consuming and it's a huge headache. So what have we done here? We've created a policy and procedure manual for your home care business. And these templates essentially will allow for you to just plug and play and you're good to go. So let me walk you through how we set this up. If your state requires you to have a license in order for you to operate home care business, in this case, we've identified that the state of Georgia does require for us to have a license, okay? Which means that they will provide you a checklist, like I showed you, and then they'll ask you to fill out a bunch of forms. In most cases, they'll ask you to fill out what are called policy and procedure manuals, employee handbooks. Fortunately, we've created what are called policy and procedure manual templates, which you can download. And what these will do is they will allow for you to just add your company name, your LLC, and you're pretty much good to go. You know, it's like a blueprint. And let me show you real quick on the back end. And this is where you'll buy them, right? You can come here and say, hey, I want these. Read up on the information, that make a purchase here. And last but not least, if your state requires you to have a license, obviously with the state of Georgia, they'll probably ask you for what are called policy and procedure manuals. So I've done an in-depth video on the templates that we have, and I'll put the video below so you can have a good idea of what we have. But essentially what we've done is we made it easy for you and to just download templates, make a purchase here, and then download those templates for the state of Georgia. So you can grab them here. I'll put a link to the video and this link for you to purchase the templates from us as well. So I hope you got some value from this video, and I'll see you in the next video.